Rodallega de Jager wants it back. He gets it back and leaves it through for Holtby. Oh, it's off the line. It's off the line.
Yeah, and speaking of talking points, Southampton versus United, you're going to hear a lot of bullshit from me from this point, so bear with me. But I want to start with the negative for United and the really positive from Southampton. Uh, I think James Ward-Prowse is the absolute world beater, isn't he?
Yeah, best free kick taker in the league, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's challenging for that Willian position, I think, a couple of seasons ago, where he scored like 6 free kicks in the league. Chelsea, sorry, Vishnu, which season was that?
Uh, it was 3 seasons ago, I think.
Yeah.
he doesn't even remember. See, the Ward-Prowse has more about him when it
What
comes to
what
set pieces.
definitely has a
Maybe-
lasting effect.
When you said Willian, I'm thinking hitting his first man in the corner for a corner, dude. I'm thinking of that. Like Willian coming in, curling the ball into the first man, he's sending it outside.
yeah.
That's what Willian set pieces were. He just had
Wait,
those.
do you not
I
do you
think-
not remember that season where he scored like 6, 7 free kicks?
Yeah, I do. He basically had like 7 shots on target and 6 goals and stuff. That was mad. That was his high point in
Yeah.
like goal scoring.
The
Yeah.
people at Athletic would have loved that, expected goals and all that shit. I don't understand those stats, but let's move on. But James Ward-Prowse, it doesn't matter if it's free kicks or corners. He can do it all, and he's not. It's not just been this season or the last. He's actually been really consistent with his set piece deliveries over the years since he's been in that Southampton squad. Uh, Although he's taken that to another level, it's almost Beckham-esque at this point.
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think high points of Southampton were definitely that first half. I don't know. It's really weird with Southampton. It just happened in the Villa game as well. When they feel that they are comfortable in the game, which they were, arguably they like that first half was really good by Southampton. Yeah, there were a lot of chances for United, but Southampton were in control, especially towards the latter end of that first half when they got their 2 goals and they could have scored a third actually. And I'm sure the halftime talk must have been like, "Hey guys, just let's just see this out." And
More of the same, yeah.
yeah, and but they just don't. Like this happened in the Villa game where they were up 3-0 at halftime or 4-0 or something, and then Villa came back and to almost, you know, take a point from the game. So they just get really bad defensively or in the second half when they're trying to hold on to leads, and it's really sad because they play really exciting football uh, on all sides, right? And it's not just like they just play on the left or they just play on the right. They have attacking prowess on all sides as well as including the middle, and they were really talented strike force, but they just can't seem to see out games comfortably. It has to be tight or they have to drop points and lose points, which is really sad.
Yeah, I think they have an issue with containing leads because they're not a low block team. They're not a Crystal Palace or a Newcastle who can like sit back for like 45, 60 minutes and see out a game. They control games usually by having the ball. And I think even with United in the first half, they saw the fair share of the ball and they were able to maintain a degree of control. But when they're defending leads, I feel like they become a bit too passive, and when they concede a lot of the ball, they're under a lot of attacks, and maybe they don't have the best, like even best defense to weather that storm. So I think that could be a potential issue with them against the bigger teams. Against the lower teams, like even they had seen the game out against Aston Villa, although they let in quite a few goals in the last 10 minutes. They were still home and dry before that, but they tend to take the foot off the gas like in the second half if they have a commanding game.
Yeah, that Kyle Walker Peters, I don't think he's ready yet to be a full-fledged Premier League fullback. Um,
Oh, I like
I
Yeah.
think I think there's a lot of inexperience. I think he's okay going front,
Very
but defensively, there was a lot of uh, chances that United had from that right side and left side. Sorry, United's
Yeah,
left.
like Southampton sort of play with quite a high defensive line, and they don't have quick center backs to cover those spaces. So that's something that Tottenham devastatingly exploited in that game because of how good they are in transition. So, like the system they're playing, you probably need centre backs with a bit more pace.
Now, time for the second half, which was somehow beyond belief a completely different story.
Is it though? Is
Okay.
it? You guys have done
Well,
this like for four times already, where you guys came back from Southampton from 2-0 down to win
no,
3
it always happens against Southampton, but like
and
in terms of
score
a game,
and score like in and you know what the funny thing is? It's always one of these new strikers that you have. So I think it was Ibrahimovic one time, it was Lukaku one time, it was now it's Cavani. I don't know, man. This shit scripted. But yeah, go
I
on.
mean, this in the reverse fixture a few years ago, Charlie Austin came off the bench, new striker for Southampton. It was his debut, and he scored the winner. So like that's just football, in it. Like it happens. So uh, what I wanted to talk about was like United was shit the whole game. Actually, they didn't really show much to win that game. Uh, what did they? I was actually really confused on how we got that game. Obviously, I was really happy, but the whole team was really really flat, and l- I was again like I was really happy, but United fans shouldn't take this as any sort of encouragement. The game was really bad from the team. It was just because of a few players and their individual brilliance in that second half that we got the 3 points, and that shouldn't be forgotten. This is just papering over the cracks.
Yeah. I'm happy that Henderson finally got his Premier League debut. I think that's a big win and didn't concede any goals.
Yeah, but is he gonna keep his place though? I think it was because De Gea was injured. I expect De Gea
Yeah.
to come back.
Yeah.
Maybe not for PSG, but probably back in the Premier League next week.
Yeah, I think he should go on loan. Like, there's no point sitting on the bench. He's not gonna play for England if, like, maybe there's third keeper, but I mean,
I
he
think
has.
McCarthy has
A fair
greater
shout, yeah.
pull, a greater pull than Henderson for that third keeper spot for England. I don't
Yeah, I
think
mean,
that.
like, he's played like what 4 games all season, maybe less than that.
Yeah,
But he's looked
McCarthy
good
had
in
a
every
really
game, to be fair. To be
Yeah,
fair
but
to
you can't. But that's not enough, right? Like, you want them to.
definitely isn't.
Yeah.
Well, okay, at the same time, De Gea hasn't made any mistakes this season. Like, I wouldn't say he would be able to save that James Ward-Prowse goal. Like, his positioning was messed up from the start, but does he know that the ball is going to go there? I don't think so. So, uh, it was a difficult save. I don't think a lot of keepers could save that free kick, so I'm not going to blame him for that. Other than that, this season, De Gea hasn't even made that many mistakes. Yes, I do agree that Henderson needs to be getting first team football, and United and Henderson and their agents, everybody who brokered this deal, have uh, dropped the ball on that for his career. So that's on them. Like, I don't know what to talk. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I think he needs to go on loan, maybe to another Premier League club, and get those minutes and see how it goes from there. Because being an understudy for a whole season, I don't think, like, where he is at his stage of the career, I don't think it makes much sense for Henderson.
Yeah, but we could see him, stick in goal after this injury. Maybe De Gea can't play for a while. So if Henderson can pull in some great performances, maybe he's going to be uh, taking that first team spot for a while until something else happens. We don't know. We don't know what the idea behind this is from Manchester United. Most of the things, and with that team, we don't understand it. The same way, I don't understand how they can score 3 goals like that in the second half, but they play with such, you know, just lackluster in the first. And this happens time and time again. Where is it going to stop? Where is the transition in their form going to happen? Although 8 away wins in a row, first time ever in United's history, that has to be something to be happy about for the boys.
Yeah. Who is? Have you played any top six team during these away fixtures?
I have no fucking clue, to be honest.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think
So
I think
I don't
I
want to
mean,
see
United
it.
was
we,
at
we
Old
did
Trafford.
we did play PSG away.
No, but
It's
then
just
That
this is
doesn't
in the
count.
league though.
no.
This is in
Is
the
it eight? Is it eight away in the league? I don't think so. I think it's all
Wait,
counted.
no, you can't play. I don't think there are enough games played for you to have 8 away
no.
fixtures.
I think it's
I
counting
think
from last
so.
season. I think it's carried forward
Oh,
from.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, that's just nonsense. But anyway, Bruno Fernandes and Cavani get the goals. Cavani out of nowhere. We were. I especially was thinking that's a panic buy. I still think it's a panic buy. But the man knows where to make the runs. He knows where the ball's going to drop. He's a fox in the box. And he loves a goal and the passion he showed. That's exactly what we need in that squad. So I was really happy to see that. And Bruno
His
again,
his
somehow.
defensive ability is also something that people don't really talk about. But the way he wins the ball back and the
Yeah.
way he like drops in to like not like a number 10 but slightly higher just so that he can win the ball back high up the pitch is something that when especially when teams are in transition something that isn't talked about enough. So I think that's a real credit that I don't think Rashford particularly does. I have no idea. I can't remember the last time Rashford has made a tackle and won the ball back. And
Yeah. It's not
so,
about
so
Marcus ain't about that life at this
I,
point.
I
Like
I understand, but then to have a striker that can do they can do that is
yeah,
good.
I ain't defending him. I definitely am not defending Marcus Rashford for that. He he still looks like he is in a different world like when he's on the pitch. He doesn't look like he's all there focused and ready to go. Maybe sometimes few games, but you need to have that consistency. I thought he was particularly bad in this game. He lost the ball many times. The chance that he was offside, he should have probably squared to Cavani. Even though he didn't, he should have probably finished that. But his head isn't in the right place, and you can see it. His the aura about the guy, the body language isn't there. And when Cavani came on, he did show that willingness to go and get the goal and that passion to finish off the game. So I hope that bleeds into the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
Caleb, do you agree now that Cavani should start? I remember having that sort of debate with you where you wanted, uh,
No,
you
I
still don't agree that Cavani should come in for
no,
Greenwood.
I don't think Cavani can start the whole season. First of all, he is
Yeah, no,
33.
I'm not like I'm talking about the best
Every other
United
game,
eleven.
no,
No,
even
the
in the
best
best
United
United team, I would still put Martial in because Martial brings a different side of the game. And when all
Like
those
not shooting.
front, yeah, when what,
Like not shooting a shot on target.
dude, dude, let's not even go there. You have Firmino in your team. He's a top.
Okay, whatever.
So,
I mean, we've
like,
got to shoot the shots and we see them, yeah.
I mean, you can shoot the shots, but you're gonna miss. You have Firmino as your number 10, so
Right, but
or
at least
number
it's on
9 or
target,
whatever.
yeah. At least they're on target.
Dude, are you going to tell me that Martial doesn't score the most unbelievable like goals ever?
Like I that's
Firmino
how
scores the most cringiest no-look goals I've ever seen, and then
that,
he'll post it on Instagram. So
I
like,
didn't say I didn't say
you are for
anything
him?
about Firmino. Like Firmino is I'm not trying to defend Firmino.
No, no,
I'm just
no.
trying to say, I'm just
I
trying to,
know
Wait,
the
you
I
should
know the
defend
comparison.
Firmino. Like, if you don't defend Firmino, who's going to defend Firmino?
Yeah, no
that's
one
also
defends
true.
for me. There's no defense for Firmino. He
Hey,
scores
I,
one goal in
I'm going
seven
to defend
months.
Firmino. Fuck you, Joy.
He scores one goal in 7 months, and you're gonna compare him to Martial, who had the
I
season
that,
of his
that's the
life.
thing, right? I didn't compare him. I just said that Martial is just shit. That's all. I didn't say anything else. And he shit this season. I think we can agree to disagree on that. Yeah.
He's shit this season. We can agree to disagree. Definitely, yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
can. I completely disagree with you.
Okay.
That's a whole different point.
Okay.
But no, I don't think Cavani should start. First of all, he can't keep up. Secondly, when Martial and Greenwood start getting more minutes, they are going to start hitting form. Hopefully, when they do hit form, you know how lethal they that front three can be. So I'm not worried about scoring goals in this United team. I'm worried about like conceding goals. So that's where it is. That's the problem with this team. The midfield with Donny van de Beek is almost perfect. I really love the interplay between Van der Beek and Fernandez, and now even Telles on that left side. They all combine really well. So I'm excited with that. It's the defenders that cause the problem, the centre backs especially. So that's my worry with United. And going forward, I'm pretty much happy with it. But we put too much, we distrust that defense so much that we can't attack, and that's the downfall. As simple as that.